Imagine walking a dangerous path, carrying this mysterious, heavy coffin, and suddenly finding yourself not just at some roadside stop, but right bang in the middle of a deadly game. We're talking deception, hidden identities, serious martial arts mastery. That's exactly where we're dropping you today for this deep dive.
Yeah, it's quite the setup.
We've got this fascinating, really rich narrative laid out before us. It's drawn from the intricate world of a martial arts epic called Whispers of the Heart, an anthology of love's echoes. And this isn't just, a simple story.
Not at all. It's more like an intricate tapestry, isn't it? Woven with these complex characters' motivations that are just layered on layers and, well, more unexpected turns than you'd find on a mountain road in a blizzard. It keeps you guessing.
Absolutely. So our mission today is basically to unpack all those layers of intrigue. We're focusing on the journey of our main character, Wuji. We'll try to pull out the core insights into, well, human nature, the whole pursuit of power, and just the sheer will to survive, and uncover some surprising facts that are kind of lurking beneath the surface of every single encounter.
The goal really is to offer you a shortcut, not just to understanding this complex world, but to really feeling immersed in it, getting under its skin.
Exactly. So what can we actually learn from Wuji's pretty perilous path here? Let's just dive right in.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we start our deep dive into Whispers of the Heart on this very specific kind of atmospheric day. It's April 19th, cloudy, rainy.
Sets the mood immediately.
It really does. And our protagonist, Wuji, he's making his way on this, well, pretty humble blue donkey, actually, through the incredibly precarious Jianmen Pass.
Oh, Jianmen Pass. That's significant.
Yeah, entering the region of Shu, which is, modern-day Sichuan. And for anyone not familiar, Jianmen Pass isn't just any old mountain route. Historically, it's famous. One of China's most strategic and notoriously difficult passages. They often called it impregnable.
Right, so it immediately signals this journey into really dangerous, almost inescapable territory. It kind of mirrors Wuji's internal state too, perhaps.
I think so. The imagery is immediately atmospheric, right? This isn't some bright, sunny adventure starting out.
No, definitely not. It's somber, determined, sets a tone for something quite serious, possibly quite dangerous ahead.
Precisely. And what's really interesting is how the author uses that setting. It's not just a backdrop, is it? It feels like a character itself.
You're absolutely right. Jianmen Pass isn't just physically precarious, it works as this psychological barrier, too. It kind of forces you to ask, is Wuji really in control here, or is he already being sort of hemmed in by forces he doesn't fully grasp yet? It foreshadows the deeper deceptions he's going to face.
Good point. That whole cloudy, rainy vibe and the precarious pass, it just screams challenge, uncertainty, both outside and inside him.
Exactly. And then there's what he's carrying.
Ah, yes, the coffin. A brand new, high-quality Nanbu coffin. And he didn't just find it, he specifically bought it and hired 4 of the best porters money could buy.
And Nanmu wood itself, that's a fascinating detail, isn't it? It's this precious aromatic wood, often reserved for like imperial burials or really important people, known for being durable, having this subtle fragrance.
So for Wuji to be traveling with such an expensive, attention-grabbing coffin, it just ramps up the mystery immediately.
It's not just morbid, it's extravagant. A very expensive piece of luggage that just defies all normal travel conventions.
And his initial explanation, he claims it holds his best friend. Someone, quote, who would never go crazy, implying, I guess, a need for peace and quiet for deep thought.
Which is weird enough.
Right. And then he even hints he wishes he could lie in it himself, which is just a truly peculiar thing to say.
Yeah, that immediate mystery just sets the stage perfectly for all the layers of deception to come. Why is he really carrying a coffin? Why such a fancy one? And who or what is actually inside?
It forces that question, doesn't it? What kind of person travels with such a morbid and frankly luxurious companion?
Right. It immediately makes you question Wuji's true intentions, the real nature of his journey. That coffin isn't just luggage. It's, like you said, a statement, a disguise, a hidden secret all rolled into one. It's a deliberate piece of misdirection that tells us Wuji is playing a very, very complex game from the outset.
It's just so bizarre. But then his internal thoughts are just as intriguing, maybe even more so than the coffin itself.
Definitely.
He's thinking about how hard it is to return from Shu. He remembers this poignant, almost proverbial line, once out of Jade Gate Pass, tears never dry. Now, okay, he's at Jianmen Pass, not Jade Gate, but the feeling's the same. Right?
Yeah, it captures that sense of finality. A one-way trip, maybe?
Exactly. A point of no return, a journey there might be no easy escape or simple homecoming from. And he's wrestling with thoughts of Kang Quinn and Fing Yang, specifically daring not to love.
Yeah. That hints at some deep, suppressed emotional struggles, doesn't it? This is where you start to see the personal cost. He's clearly burdened by more than just this weird cargo. There's a heavy emotional weight there.
For sure. And he's also thinking ahead, considering the need to cook up a convincing story for the Tang family when he arrives, which completely foreshadows his real objective. This isn't just a trip, it's a mission. It requires intricate planning, serious self-control, layers of deception, all of which are clearly already in motion before he even gets there.
That internal monologue is crucial for understanding Wuji. That line, daring not to love, it speaks volumes about emotional suppression, maybe past trauma. Or maybe the mission demands total detachment, cutting off personal ties. And it links directly to how he's able to mask his emotions later, act with that chilling precision. The fact he's already planning a fake story for the Tang family tells you he's highly intelligent, very strategic, always thinking several steps ahead. His mind is a weapon, just as sharp as any sword he might carry.
Yeah, it's not just about getting to shoot, it's about infiltration, deception, positioning himself just right within this dangerous new environment. And then there's this really specific, vivid detail. Wuji craves good spicy wine with fresh chili. It's a local Shu custom, burns intensely.
Oh yeah, Sichuan spice is no joke.
Right. And he sees it as a reflection of life's harshness, its relentless, almost painful demands. He's excited to try it, but when he does, the burning is almost unbearable, yet he pushes through it.
And he connects it to life itself, doesn't he?
Yeah, he likens it to life being this difficult journey, constantly driven by these invisible whips, responsibility, honor, family burdens, a relentless pursuit with very few chances to rest. He feels this obligation to keep going, to not seem not good enough to the locals who handle the spice easily. It's a really stark internal monologue that shows his deep sense of duty and the immense personal cost of whatever mission he's on.
And what's truly fascinating there is how his internal state and the external stuff just converge. That spicy wine isn't just a drink, it's a potent metaphor for his life. The burning intensity mirrors the emotional and physical pain he's enduring. And those whips of responsibility highlight the relentless pressure driving him. It really underscores his deep sense of duty, his kind of unyielding resolve, and the personal sacrifices he's making.
He pushes through discomfort, just like he pushes through everything else.
Exactly. Both literal and metaphorical challenges. Always striving to meet some unseen standard, never letting himself falter. This scene really grounds Wuji's character. It shows us his discipline even when facing physical discomfort, hinting at deeper martial arts training, mental fortitude, that sort of thing.
So after dealing with the harsh road and his own turbulent thoughts, Wuji finds a moment of rest. He pulls into this cool bamboo shelter shed on a hillside. Looks like a common spot for tired travelers.
But in these stories, a moment of calm is usually just the quiet before the storm.
You bet. This is where Wuji's carefully built world starts to unravel. Or maybe where the real game actually kicks off.
Yeah, the stage is set.
And right away, we meet this unlikely pair. Two sliding chairs, Quagan, those unique Sichuan sedan chairs carried by porters that come up the hill. One carries this incredibly obese man. He's described as vulgar, flashy, rich, just dressed to flaunt his wealth. Garish silks, ostentatious jewelry, the works.
Quite the picture.
And his companion, tall, handsome, masculine, and immediately catering to the fat man's every whim, like pulling out a silk scarf to wipe sweat that isn't even there. His movements are quick, almost obsequious.
It's almost like a tragic farce playing out, isn't it? The fat man complains about losing weight.
Yeah, and his companion earnestly agrees, even suggests he should eat more.
And Wuji, watching this with his keen eye, sees it as this profound tragedy.
How so?
Well, it's a tragedy of the companion, right? Forced into this humiliating flattery just to survive. And it's the tragedy of the fat man, trapped in his own bubble of self-deception, totally oblivious to his own state and the insincerity all around him.
That makes sense.
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, the martial world, the Jianghu, it's a really poignant observation on human vulnerability. And the lengths people go to survive, whether it's through sucking up, self-delusion, or outright deception. It sets a powerful tone for all the layers of pretense and hidden agendas Wuji's going to run into. Makes you wonder, if this is how everyday interactions go, what depths of deceit are the truly powerful capable of?
Good point. And there's also someone else already there, right? A drunk old man kind of tucked away in a corner, oblivious to this little drama, white hair, worn blue clothes,
Yeah.
hinting at a past life maybe deep in the Jianghu.
Another layer of mystery. A silent observer whose true nature is probably yet to be revealed.
Always watch the quiet ones in these stories.
Definitely. And then bang, the atmosphere just shifts completely. 6 men dressed in green, clearly professional martial artists, enter quickly, quietly, broad-brimmed straw hats pulled low, hiding their faces.
Very. They move with this unsettling coordination, strategically taking tables, blocking all the exits. You can tell their bundled clothes are hiding weapons. Suddenly, all the light chatter just dies. No one's laughing now. The air is thick with this unspoken, chilling tension.
And Wu Ji, always observant, trained to notice the smallest details, he immediately recognizes 2 of them.
Who are they?
There's this thin, bent guy, looks like a pastry seller, Mai Go-ren. Seems harmless, but you know he's not. And then there's a tall, strong guy called Black Iron Man, Hai Ti Han, known for his formidable golden bow silver arrows.
Wow.
And there's a telling detail about him, thick calluses on his hands from drawing a powerful bow since he was a kid. Speaks volumes about his discipline, his dedication to martial arts. These aren't just random thugs. They're highly trained, identifiable figures from the martial world. Their presence means serious, planned trouble.
So they ask Wuji if he knows them. He denies it. Totally cool, perfect poker face. Their response, a chilling, very good, which basically confirms, yep, trouble has arrived and it's specifically looking for him. And through all this rising tension,
The fat man.
still engrossed in his food, completely oblivious,
Yeah.
it's almost comical, but also stark contrast to the life and death drama unfolding around him. Shows how easily some people can stay blind to real danger. Right?
Absolutely. A powerful illustration.
So the pastry seller steps up, confronts Wuji directly. His harmless act just melts away. He reveals his weapon. Iron Eagle Claws, Tiang Jiang, a unique, lethal weapon from the infamous Huainan Eagle Claw Gate.
Nasty weapon.
He demonstrates its power too, pierces a wine bowl, tears a bamboo pole, shows he can use 2 different forces at once, crushing and tearing. Then he just states it plainly. His business is killing, and he demands the coffin.
Yeah.
No ambiguity there.
Okay, this immediately raises a critical question for our deep dive here.
Right.
Why the direct demand for the coffin? What makes this specific coffin so valuable or important to these dangerous guys?
Yeah, good question. Is it what's inside? Or something symbolic?
Or maybe just possessing it gives them some kind of power. That immediate demand really amps up the mystery around Wuji's strange cargo. Tells us its importance is way beyond the casual explanation Wuji gave earlier. It's clearly a high-stakes item, and ruthless professionals are after it.
Okay, so Wuji tries to play it cool, again. Claims the coffin just holds a friend who's sick.
Yeah.
Denies it's a live friend.
But the pastry seller is sharp. His meticulous observation shows he's a pro. He spots the 2 air holes in the coffin immediately.
A detail Wuji just shrugs off.
Right.
Like an oversight, something no one would normally notice. But the pastry seller zeroes in on it with chilling precision.
That attention to detail is fascinating, isn't it? It highlights his sharp eye, his experience. He's not just some brute. He pays attention to subtle, telling clues. A true professional in his deadly trade. He's looking beyond the surface, which, as we'll see, is vital for survival in this world.
Then the pastry seller proposes this wager, this twisted little game. If there's only one person inside, Wuji can walk, drinks are on him.
Seems like an easy out for Wuji, right? Given his earlier claim. A little glimmer of hope, maybe?
Maybe. But the pastry seller isn't finished. He then focuses on the 4 coffin porters. They look, poor, dirty, and scrawny, just typical lowly laborers. And then comes the real shocker, the revelation that just redefines the whole scene. He reveals their true identity.
Who are they?
They are the 4 Vajra Sidajungung, powerful, revered figures from the infamous Thunderbolt Hall Pili Tang.
Whoa! Thunderbolt Hall. Known for their explosive weapons, formidable fighters.
Exactly. And they're sworn enemies of the Great Wind Hall Da Fontang, a rival faction. These guys, these Vajra, have been hiding as lowly porters for 6 months.
6 months.
Talk about dedication to some hidden, deadly agenda. This is where the true depth of the deception becomes clear, and the stakes just go through the roof.
That reveal is monumental. It completely transforms our understanding of Wuji's situation, the forces at play, hiding like that for 6 months. It underscores their absolute dedication, their patience, the meticulous planning involved. It's chilling commitment.
The power dynamic just flips.
Totally. And even Black Iron Man, who initially offered not to interfere, he's dismayed. He realizes who he's actually up against. This isn't just individuals clashing, it's powerful, long-standing rival factions squaring off.
The oldest porter, his whole demeanor changes. Unassuming becomes dangerous, his eyes sharp. He acknowledges their identity. He says the 6 attackers are tough, yeah, but then gives this ominous warning. When a man dies, his fists soften.
Ooh, subtle, but a clear threat. A promise of swift, brutal payback.
And payback comes horrifyingly fast, and a terrifying flash for the pastry seller's buddies, including expert swordsman, the tough iron fist Sun Qingong. They just collapse. No sound.
Oh.
A bamboo chopstick, impaled 5 inches deep into each of their skulls. Silent, instantaneous, utterly deadly execution.
Good grief, from who?
The only one behind them. The previously oblivious, drunk old man.
No way.
Yeah. The pastry seller, reeling from his men, dying impossibly fast, immediately suspects him, advances on him, realizing this old drunk is a master way beyond his skill level.
Okay, so that raises an immediate critical question. Who is this seemingly harmless drunkard? And what's his connection to Wuji's unfolding drama, his ability to pull off such a precise, silent, deadly attack with a chopstick that marks him as a truly formidable, almost legendary martial artist, completely subverts his whole drunken facade.
He just became the most dangerous person in the room.
Absolutely, shifts all the power dynamics.
So Black Iron Man, totally shaken, sweating buckets, he spills the beans to Wuji. He reveals that he and the Vajra were tricked. They were led to believe the coffin contained red goods, valuable illicit stuff, in this case jewels, worth a staggering 500,000 taels.
Or 1 million taels, that's a fortune. Why did they need it?
For their great benefactor's birthday. Implied to be some mysterious figure called Xiaodong Lu, Black Iron Man insists they're honorable bandits, only stealing untraceable red goods to avoid trouble with big authorities.
What's really fascinating here is how quickly Black Iron Man confesses. He realizes, with this dawning horror, it was all a meticulously orchestrated trap. Someone wanted to kill both Thunderbolt Hall and Black Iron Man's group, making them slaughter each other.
Like the old saying.
Exactly, the snipe and clam dispute. 2 sides fight, weaken each other, and a third party reaps the benefits. Wuji's coffin being empty of jewels is the undeniable proof of this elaborate setup. It reveals a truly Machiavellian mind pulling the strings behind the scenes. Cunning, ruthless betrayal.
Black Iron Man also shares something personal, right? His mother, Granny Hypo, is gravely ill. She's been taken by a Mrs. Wei, who has some old family connection.
And Wuji reacts to one of the names.
Yeah, he hears the name Feng Yang and seems relieved, indicating some crucial personal link for him, a thread connecting his past to this mess. He suggests maybe the Vajra hid their own red goods in the coffin, which prompts Black Iron Man to desperately investigate. A last grasp for hope, maybe.
And then the final horrifying twist.
Right, Black Iron Man, desperate, finally yanks open the coffin lid. His face just contorts. It's this terrifying mask of astonishment, fear, excitement, and desire, all warring emotions hitting him at once.
And then
The lid slams shut, terrifying finality. He freezes, rigid with shock, and with his last ragged breath, he gasps 2 words. Tongqi.
Tonki.
Yeah. And then a silver needle shoots out from his throat. He's dead. Killed by something or someone inside the coffin.
Inside the coffin.
Yeah. The sheer audacity.
Yeah.
It just redefines everything again. What does this possibly mean for Wuji's already shaky plan? The plot just thickened like crazy, plunged it into even deeper layers of mystery and danger.
Wow, okay, so a silver needle from inside the coffin. That immediately implicates Tang Yu, right? The guy who's supposed to be paralyzed inside.
Exactly. But how could a paralyzed man launch such a deadly attack with such precision? For Wuji, this is an immediate critical threat, way beyond just being captured.
His whole plan relied on Tang Yu being helpless.
Right. His first thought is actually to destroy the coffin and its secrets. Use Thunderbolt Hall's fire weapons, their famous Peely Dan Thunderbolt bombs. He suspects they're hidden in the porter's hardtack biscuits. His whole plan to control Tang Yu is now in serious jeopardy. His captive seems far more dangerous, far less helpless than he thought. That single deadly needle just shatters Wuji's assumptions, forces a total rethink of his strategy.
Just when you think things can't get crazier.
Exactly. A new unsettling element emerges. A voice, seductive, soft, feminine, coming from within the coffin, asking why Wuji wants to harm them, claiming they have no quarrel.
A woman's voice.
Yeah. Wuji, now incredibly cautious after Black Iron Man's sudden death, probes the voice. It claims to be an old woman, but sounds young, impossibly beautiful. Then the voice offers proof of who's inside. Tang Yu is indeed beside her in this particularly wide coffin. She shows Tang Yu's hand through one air hole.
Okay.
But then, a delicate, soft, feminine hand with henna-stained fingernails emerges from another air hole, unequivocally confirming two occupants.
Two people in the coffin.
And then comes the truly stunning reveal, a visual that leaves Wuji and us just speechless. Wuji opens the coffin and finds a nearly naked, stunningly beautiful woman beside Tang Yu.
Nearly naked. Wow.
She's described with breathtaking detail. More charming than Qianqin, more mature than Feng Yang, more noble than Shang, milk-white skin, black, shiny hair, shallow blue eyes like seawater. She claims she's wearing little because it's hot, but her beauty is explicitly stated to make men willing to commit crimes for her, a dangerous allure.
This introduces a character of profound complexity and allure, completely overturning everything we thought about the coffin's contents.
What's truly fascinating here is her immediate honesty, her pride in who she is. She introduces herself as Mi Ji, Honey Princess, a name that fits her perfectly.
Mi Ji, okay.
She reveals she's the daughter of a Persian merchant, a Hujia, suggesting foreign exotic roots, and a famous Yangzhou courtesan, a Jinin, a woman skilled in arts and entertainment. She openly says people called her a bastard, but she embraces her identity with defiant pride. Says she lives for herself, beholden to no one.
That completely subverts expectations, doesn't it, given her background? She's self-possessed, unapologetic, defining her own existence in a world that would try to define her differently.
And she's not just beautiful, she already knows Wuji's fake name, Li Yutang, reveals she and her companions, the old man, the drunk master, and the four Vatra, they've been watching him for a long time, specifically because he was with Tang Yu.
So they were all in on it together.
Seems like it. Miji states they want Tang Yu dead, just like he wants them dead, implying some deeper, complicated feud. She clarifies that while Thunderbolt Hall is allied with the Tang family, she and her faction are not. Hints at a split within Thunderbolt Hall over the Tang alliance. Wow. The layers of political and personal intrigue are just astounding. Yeah. A deeply fractured world, alliances constantly shifting.
And just when you think you've got a handle on her, Miji reveals her deepest, most profound secret.
What is it?
She's paralyzed from the waist down, no feeling in her legs. Her breathtaking beauty, her fierce independence, her commanding presence, all mask this profound disability.
Paralyzed. But it's shocking. It raises an important question, doesn't it? How does someone so beautiful, apparently strong, maintain that facade? Exert such power with such a hidden, debilitating vulnerability, it completely reframes how we see her. Absolutely. Her revelation is stunning. It immediately reframes her previous actions, her fierce independence. It explains the Silver Needle attack, maybe, being confined in the coffin, why she needs others to act for her.
And her reason for killing Black Iron Man.
Chillingly pragmatic.
Yeah.
If she didn't kill, she would be killed. A brutal assertion of survival. She says, in the struggle for survival, good people are forced to do things they never imagined. It's a stark, almost amoral philosophy born from immense hardship and constant threat. Shows how brutal the Jianghu can be, forcing even the beautiful to become ruthless. Morality can be a luxury.
A harsh reality.
So given that Wuji needs Tang Yu alive for his own plans, a crucial part of his scheme, Miji, ever the pragmatist, proposes Wuji take her and Tang Yu with him.
Makes sense, strategically.
She says she'll take care of him almost coldly. Calls Tang Yu her rice bowl, now her source of power or leverage. It's a pragmatic, clear-eyed assessment of their mutual needs. No sentimentality there.
Okay, so Wuji retrieves the two sliding chair carriers, who, despite all the danger and chaos, stuck around with their chairs, patiently waiting. Loyalty to their livelihood, I guess.
And he finds the fat man, whose identity we now know is Tong Kui, hiding in the kitchen, completely oblivious to the recent bloodshed, just gorging himself on 7 or 8 large steamed buns filled with fatty pork.
Seriously, after all of that.
Yeah. The absurdity, the gluttony amidst the chaos. It's darkly humorous, but also a stark contrast. He plans to stay put until some famous bodyguard, Zhao Dejiao Tu, passes by. And he intends to eat all the inn's chickens to stop bandits getting them. His focus is purely on immediate, tangible comforts.
That gluttony and seeming obliviousness, it's almost pathetic, isn't it? A different kind of survival instinct, maybe. Driven by comfort and immediate gratification, not strategic cunning. His focus on the chickens underscores this fundamental selfishness. A stark contrast to Wuji and Miji, who are constantly calculating risk and opportunity, shows how different people react under pressure.
Wuji, ever the strategist, cleverly manipulates him, though. Okay. Threatens to eat the chickens himself or just leave. Forces the fat man, Tong Kui, to let the carriers take the coffin. Valuing his food and safety above all, he grudgingly agrees. And then, the truly bewildering end to this day.
Yeah.
Wuji rents 2 rooms at an inn. One for himself, one for the coffin. He's so fixated on Michi he can't even eat. Later that night, he hears a knock from inside the coffin room. He goes, opens it. He finds the fat man, Tong Kui, inside the coffin, happily eating chicken, claiming the coffin is more comfortable than any transport he's ever used.
No, he got in the coffin.
Yeah. What a stunning, mind-bending twist.
Yeah.
Wuji, the master of deception, has been played from the very beginning. His entire journey orchestrated by this seemingly simpleton glutton.
Wow. Wow, that's a stunning, profound twist. The fat, foolish, constantly worried guy reveals himself. He is Tong Kui, the formidable big lord of the Tang family.
Wuji immediately gets the significance. It admits to himself he now believes Tong Kui is a monster, a total departure from his outward appearance.
It recontextualizes every single interaction Wuji had with him, doesn't it? Every seemingly innocent word, every bumbling action reveals a true master of disguise, of deception, who's been manipulating Wuji's journey from the start. A complete subversion of expectations. Brilliant misdirection.
And Tang Kui doesn't hold back now. He just lays it all out, explains his stupid act was totally deliberate, a meticulously crafted facade.
Okay, what did he orchestrate?
He confirms the drunk old man, Sun Lok Xing, wasn't hit by Black Iron Man's arrow like it looked. He was hit by Tang Kui's own hidden weapon, laced with Tang family poison.
He poisoned his own guy.
Seems like it, or at least someone he could sacrifice. He orchestrated the entire conflict between Black Iron Man's group and the Thunderbolt Hall of Adra. Used that snipe and clam dispute tactic you mentioned.
Make them fight each other while he benefits. Ruthless.
His goal was to eliminate both groups.
Right.
Especially the Thunderbolt Hall brothers, who were supposedly his own family's allies.
A calculated betrayal of the highest order. How does he justify it?
Chilling pragmatism. Claims he couldn't confront them directly because Tang Yu was there. Adds another layer of strategic calculation to his ruthlessness. He even faced good intentions, saying he's acting in Tang Yu's best interest.
Unbelievable.
Then, with total nonchalance, he claims he left Miji for Wuji, but then decided to send them both back in a different coffin, showcasing his complete control over their lives. It really highlights his cold, calculating nature, a truly dangerous, unpredictable force.
Definitely a monster.
Tong Kui also drops a crucial piece of info. Wuji has to meet their old ancestor, the Indus Zinsung Tangjing, the formidable matriarch of the Tang family.
Tangjing, okay.
Known for blessings and longevity. A revered, respected figure who apparently rarely leaves the Tang family stronghold. This isn't just a meeting, it's an assessment. A gateway into the true heart of the family's power.
And this immediately highlights the complex, dangerous Tang family hierarchy, right? Tang Jing is clearly the matriarch, the real power. Tong Kui is the big lord, suggesting significant authority. Then there's Tang Ao, the famous swordsman, called the young master.
Reflecting some deliberate ambiguity about who's really older, maybe suggesting some deep sibling rivalry.
Could be. And Tang Yu is the youngest. Tang Kui, just through his casual talk, subtly asserts his own danger level, even over the famous Tang Gao. This raises a huge question for Wuji. How is he going to navigate this family, full of powerful, deceptive individuals, each with their own agenda, hidden strengths, where even family bonds are tangled up with power plays?
It's a true spider's web of alliances and betrayals. And Wuji's now smack bang in the middle of it.
You bet.
And the web gets even stickier.
Oh.
Reveals how deep Tang Kui's manipulations go. He reveals the old Anji coffin shop owner, Kui, and his sons. They're actually Tang family spies. They reported Wuji buying the coffin and Tang Yu being inside.
So Wuji was flagged from the start.
Pretty much. Wuji, though, ever the master of self-control, he actually knew this already, but feigned surprise perfectly. Shows his own skill at deception even when facing exposure.
And then the relationship between Miji and Lei Zentian, the Thunderbolt Hall leader. Tang Kui clarifies that with a new, kind of cynical twist. Reveals Miji is Lei Zentian's ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
Divorced 5 years ago. Not because of Lei Zentian's current marriage, but for other reasons. Tang Kui paints her as promiscuous, implies she stirs up trouble because her own life isn't great. A manipulative, cynical view.
But our earlier interaction with Miji, her pride, her hidden vulnerability, suggests there's way more to her story than Tang Kui's dismissive take.
Absolutely. He's likely twisting things to suit his narrative.
And the family connections deepen even more. Lei Zentian is now married to Tang Wanhuan, who is Tang Kui's sister, and the old ancestor's favorite granddaughter. Tang Kui calls her his little aunt who likes to meddle.
So Lei Zentian married into the Tang family.
Yep, and to top it off, the third aunt, that powerful woman Wu Ji saw earlier, the one Tang Kui clearly fears she's marrying Shangguan Ren.
Shangguan Ren, Wuji's archenemy, the killer of his father.
The very same. This creates this deeply personal, incredibly dangerous connection between Wu Ji, his sworn enemies, and the heart of the Tang family. The lines between personal vendetta and factional politics are just completely blurred now.
These layers of intermarriage alliance, they just reinforce the Tang family's ruthless strategic power plays. Tang Kui states the family can't allow anyone to threaten Lei Zentian, especially now he's their son-in-law, living in their stronghold. Protecting alliances, however fraught, is paramount, even if it means sacrificing their own like they did with the Vajra.
It shows the Tang family operates with this ruthless, pragmatic logic. Family ties are secondary to power and influence. Makes it a truly dangerous place for Wu Ji.
No kidding.
And as if on cue, a flock of pigeons with golden bells flies overhead, signaling Tang O's victory in a sword battle. He just single-handedly beat 4 renowned swordsmen.
Wow. So the Tang family isn't just about hidden weapons and poison. Tang O has serious blade skills.
Definitely. Highlights their prowess extends beyond that. Tang Yu, maybe with a hint of that sibling rivalry, warns Wu Ji, also a swordsman, that Tang Gao will likely want a match with him, a direct challenge to his skill.
Adds another layer of danger.
In the final piece of this segment, the critical one for Wu Ji, puts him right on a razor's edge. Xiao Bao, Tang Qi's handsome sidekick, returns. Excitedly announces Tang Yu's injuries are healed. He's drinking ginseng soup, recovering fast.
Oh no, that's bad for Wu Ji.
Very bad, because Tang Yu knows Wu Ji's true identity. Wu Ji is immediately on edge. The stakes just escalated dramatically. The stage is set for a deadly confrontation, and Wu Ji's carefully built window of opportunity is closing fast. What can he possibly do now?
Yeah, with Tang Yu healed and fully capable of blowing Wu Ji's cover, Wu Ji faces immediate mortal danger. His whole disguise is about to collapse. Yet despite this huge threat, Wu Ji shows no fear. Claims he's learned to hide his emotions just like Tang Qiu.
Shows incredible growth, right? Mastery of self-control. He's not some impulsive kid anymore. He's a seasoned master of emotional discipline. It's a psychological battle as much as anything else.
And Tang Ke, always watching, he's genuinely impressed by Wu Ji's composure, even suggests they could be good friends, which, coming from him, is pretty chilling.
Wu Ji deflects it, right? Similar emotional detachment, maintains his poker face. It's this cat-and-mouse game of psychological warfare, key to Wu Ji's survival, each man probing the other's depths.
Then Tang Ke offers to take Wu Ji to see Tang Yu, but also cryptically to another good friend of his, someone who recognizes Wu Ji, even if Wu Ji doesn't recognize him.
Sounds like a trap.
Totally. Wu Ji knows he's walking right into a potential death trap in this small building in the forest, but he remains outwardly calm, expression unreadable, walking into a setup, but his poker face is perfect, testament to his growing mastery of deception.
So who's the friend?
Revealed to be Guo Quer, who immediately recognizes Wu Ji, gives him this cold, almost mocking smile, and without missing a beat, demands Tang Kui kill Wu Ji, labels him dangerous, a murderer.
Fiery introduction, designed to provoke.
Definitely. And then Xiao Bao, Tang Kui's companion, fueled by jealousy and dislike, tries to sucker punch Wu Ji from behind.
How does Wu Ji handle that?
Swiftly. Breaks Xiao Bao's nose with a single precise punch. Quick, brutal display of his martial skill catches everyone off guard.
And Tang Kui's reaction?
Mostly amused, unimpressed by Xiao Bao's clumsiness, but increasingly interested in Wu Ji. He's assessing Wu Ji's capabilities, not as a threat to kill immediately, but as a potential asset. It's a chillingly pragmatic evaluation, judging Wu Ji on his utility, not his morals.
Guo Quer keeps pushing, right? Reveals Wu Ji's a killer, murdered 13 people for 50,000 taels.
And Wu Ji's response is brilliant. With incredible composure, he calmly corrects the price, says he now charges 100,000 taels, doubles his rate on the spot.
Huh. Gutsy.
Then explains he only kills if he has a guaranteed escape, coolly implying he wouldn't kill inside the Tang stronghold where he'd be trapped. It's a masterstroke of misdirection. Turns an accusation into basically a job interview. Positions himself as a valuable, dangerous professional, not a desperate fugitive.
Guo Quer tries to warn Tang Ku, calls Wu Ji a liability.
But Tang Ke dismisses it, waves it off, claims he's not afraid of trouble, implying he can control Wu Ji. Then, with calculated malice, he implies Guo Quer is just a thief, no better than Wuji. Further cementing Wuji's new persona, high-priced killer for hire, a useful, amoral tool for the Tang family's darker plans. He's cleverly turning Wuji's perceived danger into a strategic advantage for himself.
Tang Kui, clearly impressed by Wuji's audacity and skill, actually takes Wuji's hand. Says he likes him, will keep him, even if he's a killer, as long as he doesn't kill Tang Kui himself.
A conditional acceptance, a test of loyalty.
And when Xiao Bao, furious, tries to stab Wuji from behind,
Wuji reacts instantly.
without even turning, kicks him away. Effortless motion. Then reinforces his killer's code, breaks noses for attempted nose-breaking, but doesn't kill for free, further solidifying his image as this pragmatic, calculating professional.
The exchange between Wuji and Guoquer that follows is chillingly brilliant, reveals the deeper game. Guoquer scoffs at Wuji's survival, almost challenges him.
Wuji's retort.
Cold. You are the exception. I never kill for free, but for you, I might make an exception.
Oof. Met with Guoquer's equally pointed, almost playful reply.
You are the exception. I never steal for free, but for you, I might make an exception. Implying stealing Wuji's head as a trophy. Then, the aha moment.
What is it?
They exchange the subtle, knowing glance. Guoquer's eyes filled with joy and admiration for Wuji's masterful performance. Wuji's eyes filled with gratitude. Wuji realizes, in a flash, Guoquer is the true friend Tang Kui mentioned. He orchestrated this whole act, this carefully constructed confrontation, all to position Wuji as a valuable asset, a killer for hire to Tang Kui.
Wow, so Guoquer is actually helping Wuji.
Seems so. A brilliant display of foresight, cunning, turning a potential death trap into a strategic alliance. All designed to get Wuji entry and leverage within the Tang stronghold. It's a complex, multi-layered deception, and Wuji just became a willing player in a much deeper game.
Okay, so Tang Kui leads Wuji to this lavish guest room, praises its comforts, then explains, with chilling precision, why he didn't question Wuji earlier.
Why not?
To prevent him from practicing lies, from rehearsing his deception. Now, Wuji will be questioned once, and they'll know the truth. Then swift, practice motion, Tang Kui hits Wuji's pressure point, dings way.
That technique that can paralyze or control movement.
Right. Wuji willingly allows it, feigns complete trust to appear innocent. A bold, calculated risk to maintain his cover.
He's then left in total darkness, hears multiple breaths around him, knows he's completely exposed, surrounded by unseen figures, uncertain of his location, the interrogation methods, designed to disorient and break him. A truly unnerving scenario, a test of his mental fortitude.
Then a voice breaks the silence. Low, confident, incredibly arrogant. I am late.
Who is it?
Wuji immediately recognizes it. Shengwan Ren, his archenemy, the killer of his father.
No, he's there, in the room.
Yes. This is where the personal stakes become impossibly high, turns his elaborate deception into this terrifying, intimate confrontation. Wuji is forced into terrifying stillness. Can't move, can't show any emotion. Knows one wrong move, one flicker of recognition means certain death. He has to maintain absolute control, every muscle, every thought, every heartbeat, to avenge his father.
This is an incredibly high-stakes moment. The setup is designed for maximum psychological pressure. Bright light from 4 exquisite Kongming lanterns. Those ornate paper lanterns focus solely on Wuji's face. While he's in total darkness, can't see Shengwan Ren or the others.
He's sweating under the scrutiny. Knows Shengwan Ren can see him clearly. His deepest fear is being recognized. Worries if his transformed appearance is enough to fool his nemesis. Every muscle, every thought, total control needed. A true test of his emotional and martial discipline.
Then the questions start.
Fast, sharp, direct. Your name, your hometown, your parents. Wuji, fully prepared, gives fluent, pre-rehearsed answers. Liu Tang, fictitious hometown in Anhui. Deceased parents. Delivers them with practiced ease.
And internally, he explains his strategy, right? The key to surviving these interrogations.
Yeah. Mix 7 parts truth with 3 parts lies. Makes it believable, impossible to unravel. His fake hometown is his wet nurse's village, far away. Buys him a month for investigation for his real plans.
Then he spins the killer's tale.
Meticulously crafted narrative. Orphan wandering. Meeting a mysterious stranger in a coffin, maybe Sikong Xiaovang. Taught him martial arts, swordsmanship in a hidden cave for a year. Forbade him from showing off his skills. Claims he became an anonymous killer for money. 100,000 taels. Devoid of emotion, family, fame.
Carefully drawing a parallel to Tang Yu, making them seem like friends who get each other's brutal world.
Exactly. He explains meeting Tang Yu in Lion's Forest, their journey, Tang Yu's injury during a secret rendezvous, and Wuji's noble decision to bring him back to the Tang family for refuge from his own enemies. It's a compelling manufactured backstory. Neatly ties into the current situation. Offers a plausible reason for him being there. A reason for the Tang family to keep him.
Do they buy it?
The unseen Tang family members discuss it. Whether to allow this troublesome individual to stay in their secret stronghold.
And the final decision
Comes from an old, weak, and frail voice. The old ancestor, Tang Jiang, she pronounces the verdict. Ouija brought Tang Yu back so he may stay as long as he wishes.
Wow, critical turning point. He successfully gained entry, his deception holds. For now.
Later that night, seemingly safe in his guest quarters, Ouija meticulously plans his next move. Reconstructs his journey to the interrogation hall. Knows he was drugged going in, brought back blindfolded in a sedan chair.
But he was counting steps.
With incredible mental discipline. Counted 1783 steps. Noted sensory landmarks. 3 sets of stone steps, 99 total. Scent of a flower garden, density of a forest, and that distinctive spring smell of niter and sulfur.
That smell is key, isn't it? Niter and sulfur suggest the hot spring, but more importantly, connection to gunpowder. Points right towards Thunderbolt Hall's weapon-making facilities, which lay Zentian overseas.
Exactly. Ouija deduces with chilling accuracy the likely location of some secret chamber or underground complex. Immediately plans to infiltrate it that very night, gambling on lax night security. His new guest status is audacious, incredibly high-stakes gamble.
How does he plan to get there?
Decides to use the door and stairs, not the window. Gives him a plausible excuse if discovered. Gotta remain careful. Move like a ghost. He also notes the extensive, dense forest surrounding the Tang family's inner sanctum, an ominous, dark barrier protecting their secrets. The stage is set for his next audacious move. A dangerous dive into the unknown. So, Ouija tries to navigate this labyrinthine forest. He calculated it should be exactly 413 steps wide, moves with practiced stealth, counting each step. After 413 steps, then 30 more, then 50 more. A wave of cold sweat hits him. He realizes he is still deep in the dense forest.
It's a maze.
An impenetrable maze, cleverly designed to disorient and trap. His confidence, based on calculation, gives way to this chilling realization. He's been outsmarted.
What seemed like a precise calculation turns into a fatal mistake when he tries to jump onto the treetops, assuming no hidden guards.
Bad assumption.
Yeah, very bad. Immediately, flares shoot up, lighting the night. Hidden darks fly at him with deadly speed. The Tang family's defenses are far more sophisticated, more pervasive than he anticipated. Shows even a master calculator can be caught off guard by an unknown enemy.
But then, an unexpected intervention, almost miraculous. As Ouija desperately tries escaping through the treetops, another figure emerges, moving with impossible speed, faster than Ouija. This figure acts like a shield, deflects darts, intentionally draws fire, creates a crucial diversion for Ouija. Ouija instantly deduces it with a flash of grateful recognition. It's Guo Queer, his unlikely secret ally.
Go queer again, helping him out.
Ouija uses this precious diversion, deploys his martial arts with desperate precision, executes flat sand descents, rapid drop from the trees, followed by Swallow's 3 water skims, swift, low movement. Then Flying Bird enters forest, disappears into the foliage, crosses an open area, miraculously darts into a flower garden, escapes pursuit, momentarily safe.
Close call. Now what?
Hiding in the fragrant flower bed, Ouija witnesses a true miracle. A rose bush, seemingly rooted, subtly moves. Reveals a hidden hole in the ground. An old man's head emerges from the darkness.
Another hidden person.
Yeah. The old man, voice raspy, asks if the Tang family is chasing Ouija, then urgently tells him, come in quickly. Ouija hears Tang Kui's voice approaching, pursuers closing in, has no choice. Enters the dark, narrow tunnel, plunges into the unknown.
As Ouija crawls deeper through the suffocating tunnel, he hears this distinct, chilling sound, iron chains clinking. As the old man moves ahead, reveals he's shackled, bound.
Shackled. Okay, this raises an immediate important question that chills Ouija. Who is this man? Why is he chained, living underground, a prisoner within the formidable Tang stronghold? The mystery deepens significantly. This is unsettling.
The tunnel leads to this hot, spacious, but completely dark underground chamber. The old man declares it his home, a place of perpetual shadow, refuses to light a lamp, claims he never lights lamps, can't have light here.
Ouija, needing to assess this new, uncertain ally, refuses to talk to someone he can't see. The old man then reveals, resignedly, he's blind.
Blind, okay.
Ouija connects the dots. His earlier observations, the strong sulfur smell from the spring, the Tang family's known expertise in gunpowder. Finally, with a jolt of recognition, he puts a name to the voice. You are Lei Zentian.
Lei Zentian, the leader of Thunderbolt Hall.
And then the absolute aha. moment, a shattering revelation. The old man, the once fearsome, proud leader, finally breaks, confirms with this raw, guttural admission, yes, I am Lyzentian.
Unbelievable. The tragic fate of a shattered legend. The once powerful, wealthy, handsome leader, now blind, dirty, chained like a dog, living underground in squalor.
Wuji immediately understands the brutal truth. The Tang family, after their alliance, betrayed him. They never tolerate others sharing their wealth and power. Lyzentian served his purpose, outlived his usefulness, discarded, imprisoned, condemned to a living death.
Wuji, aghast at seeing the mighty leader reduced to this, asks why he isn't just dead.
And Lyzentian proudly declares, with his defiant spark, because I still have these hands. His hands are remarkably clean, steady, despite the squalor, the confinement, testament to his continued secret work. Hints at some incredible hidden ability.
And he reveals the ultimate weapon, the reason he's still alive.
Exactly. He's the only one who can produce the scattering flower, heavenly maiden San Hu Tiang, an unprecedented dark weapon. He claims it'll make all other hidden weapons seem like child's play. The Tang family needs this ultimate weapon to dominate the world.
So because the weapon isn't fully perfected, they keep him alive. A prisoner whose hands literally hold the key to the Tang family's ultimate power. What's truly fascinating is his unwavering spirit, despite the profound betrayal, horrific conditions.
He insists he won't die, intends to live for revenge, to seize any opportunity. His will is unbroken.
Lyzentian, sensing Wuji as who he needs, someone who can act outside, someone not tied to the Tangs, pleads with Wuji to be his friend, help him, doesn't care who Wuji really is, only that he's not a friend of the Tang family.
And Wuji, with this growing pragmatism overriding his initial vendetta against Thunderbolt Hall, sees Lyzentian as this pathetic, betrayed old man, not just an enemy, recognizes the mutual benefit. He agrees to the alliance.
Shows Wuji's growth, right? His ability to put personal vendettas aside for strategic advantage. No longer driven just by vengeance, but by calculated survival, acquiring leverage.
Lyzentian, in a moment of raw regret, expresses deep sorrow for underestimating the Tangs, calls it an unforgivable mistake, reveals his marriage to Tang Wanwan was for ambition, to use the Tang family, just as they ruthlessly used him.
And he expresses sadness over losing his previous wife, Miji.
Yeah, only appreciating her value, her fierce independence after she was gone. A bitter lesson learned in chains.
He explains he's been isolated down there for 10 months. Only communication is a basket delivering food, taking away weapon components. His only personal act of defiance, lingering hope. Secretly digging this tunnel to the flower garden. A tiny, desperate connection to the outside world, born of sheer will.
Wuji then points out the crucial dilemma. How can he possibly get back to his guest room without Tang Ko finding out he was gone? That would be fatal.
But Lyzentian, even blind and chained, has a plan.
An intricate plan. He'll create a diversion, rush out of the tunnel into the flower garden. The Tang guards, valuing his hands, his weapon knowledge, will undoubtedly pursue him relentlessly. Too valuable to just kill. This will give Wuji the wonder he needs to escape through the forest maze.
And Lyzentian gives Wuji the key to the maze. The pattern he observed.
The simple yet critical instructions. Advance 3, retreat 1, left 3, right 1.
And when Wuji asks the crucial question, the tunnel digger's dilemma, how did he get rid of all the dugout dirt?
Lyzentian, with this proud, almost childlike smile, reveals his ingenious solution. He plastered it onto the tunnel walls, making the chamber subtly smaller over time, a detail no one would notice or suspect.
Incredible intelligence, resourcefulness even in captivity, testament to the human mind under extreme duress.
Wuji acknowledges the huge stakes, but with a calculated 7 out of 10 chance, he decides to take it. Trusts Lyzentian's desperate ingenuity.
So Lyzentian executes his diversion, bursts from the tunnel, draws the guard's attention, shouts of alarm.
Yeah. Wuji enters the maze, following the cryptic instructions. The white morning mist starts rising, cloaking the forest. Suddenly, a cold, clear voice cuts through the mist, says, if you walk like this, you'll never get out.
Whoa. Who spoke? Has Wuji been discovered after all, just as he was about to escape? The layers of deception, the calculated risks, the unexpected alliances, they continue right to the very end of this unfolding drama. Leaves Wuji and us just teetering on the edge of the unknown. What happens next?
What a deep dive, right, into these layers of deception, hidden strengths, unexpected alliances. From Wuji's mysterious coffin journey, him initially being the master of disguise, to that shocking reveal of Tang Kui's true monstrous nature, and finally, Lyzentian's tragic fate and his desperate ingenuity. We've really seen how intelligence, manipulation, and just sheer fiche will drive survival in this incredibly complex martial world.
Yeah, we've witnessed firsthand how underestimating an opponent can lead straight to ruin, and how even the most unlikely figures can hold immense power or offer vital help when the chips are really down.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Consider this as you navigate your own, maybe less dangerous but still complex world. In your own life, what seemingly insignificant detail might be hiding a crucial truth, something really profound just beneath the surface.
And who among your acquaintances might be an unexpected ally you haven't fully appreciated yet? Or perhaps a formidable opponent you've yet to truly understand, just like Ten Kui, whose true nature remained hidden in plain sight for so long. Maybe the most dangerous secrets aren't always locked away in coffins, but are right there in the subtle nuances of human behavior if you just know how to look.